Hello everyone, welcome to Rane AI Labs. I am Ashutosh. Quick question before we start. Do you actually know what an AI agent is? It is not a random buzzword, but actual real thing. Because nowadays everyone is talking about it, but almost nobody explains them simply. So, today I am going to explain AI agents so clearly, even a 10-year-old could get it. No jargon, no random fluffs, and by the end of the video, you will understand agents better than most of the people who have been working with AI. So, let's get into it. Let's start with the confusion everyone has. Isn't an agent just a chatbot? The answer is no. Here's the simplest way to tell them apart. A chatbot is like asking a friend a question. You ask, they answer from what they already know. And that's it. The conversation is over. They can only tell you things which they already know. An agent is different. An agent is like asking a smart assistant to actually handle something for you. It doesn't just answer, it thinks, it uses tools and gets the job done. So, the chatbot answer only with words. It has no memory or tools and cannot take real action. So, an AI agent, on the other hand, thinks through multiple steps, plans for you, uses tools, take the real actions in the world. Now let's understand the problem. If the AI models are smart enough, why do we even need agents? Why isn't a regular chatbot enough? Here's the analogy I want you to remember. Now imagine a smart kid in your school, but locked in a glass box. They can talk to you through the glass, tell brilliant things, but they cannot open a book, they cannot use a calculator, they cannot leave the room to check something. That's the plain AI model. Incredibly smart but stuck. There are three specific problems with plain AI models. It has no memory, no tools, and no action. So let's understand each problem specifically. No memory means the moment your chat ends, the plain AI model forgets everything. It's like talking to someone with no short memory. Also, the plain AI has no tools. It cannot search the web, it cannot run the code or check the real and live data. It also cannot take action. For example, a plain AI model can actually describe beautifully how to book a flight, but it actually cannot book it for you. So the plain AI model, it's all talk, no action. So that's why agent exists to solve exactly these three problems. That's it. That's the whole reason they were invented. Now let's move on to the definition of an AI agent. So write down if you want to. An AI agent is a combination of four simple ingredients: the brain, the hand, the notebook, and the habit. So let's understand each ingredient step by step. So ingredient first is the brain. The brain is nothing but the large language models like GPT, Llama, etc. And its job is only to think and decide what to do next. The second ingredient is the hands, which can also be called as tools, like the web search, calculators, calendars, codes, etc. This so these tools helps the agents to actually reach out and do something in the real world. The third ingredient is the notebook or memory. So it is what let the agent remember what already has happened. So it does not ask you the same question multiple times or forget the first step by the time it reaches third. The fourth and the most important ingredient is the habit or the loop. So the agent doesn't just do one thing and stop. It keeps on going. It thinks, it acts, it checks and repeats until the job is actually finished. So say it with me. The brain, the hands, plus the notebook, plus the habit. That is the LLM plus tools, plus memory, the loops. That's your AI agent. Nothing more mysterious than that. Now let's understand the fourth ingredient in depth, the loop. Because this is the part that makes an agent feel intelligent. So look at the diagram. So the AI agent first plans, then act, observe, and check whether the desired output is correct or not. If the desired output is not correct, then it's again go back to the planning stage, act differently, and observes again and repeat until the desired output is correct. So now let's understand with the simple analogy, a kid doing a math homework. So a kid reads the question and makes plan how to solve it. Then the kid grabs a calculator, does the math and checks the answer against the book. If the answer is wrong, it tries in a different way, right? Done. That's how an AI agent works in the loop. Now let's see an AI agent in action with an example. For example, if I want to book a meeting with Priya tomorrow, so how an AI agent does this? So in the first step, the AI agent plans. It figures out Ashutosh and Priya's free slots. Then it acts. It goes to the calendar tool and checks the both calendars if we both have the same free time. In the next step, it observes and finds the slots which works both for us. And in the fourth step, if it works both for both of us, it sends the invite and the real meeting is booked. So that's the whole magic trick. The AI agent thinks, it uses a tool, it checks and acts. No mystery, just a simple loop. Now, the real deal. Because on this channel, we are not just going to talk theory, but we are also going to practically implement and build AI agents. So, now let's understand where each tool fits this picture. So, we are going to use LangChain, LangGraph, Microsoft Agent Framework, Azure AI Foundry, Groq, HuggingFace, and Azure DevOps. So, let's understand quickly each one. So, LangChain is the main building blocks of our AI agent, which snaps together the pieces for prompts, tools, and models. LangGraph is the loop which controls the plan, action, and observes the flow as a graph. The Microsoft Agent framework uses the same framework just like the LangChain LangGraph, but it orchestrates agents for larger and business-grade systems. Azure AI Foundry, where from where we can host and manage the models for our AI agents. Groq to run open source models at a very high speed. Hugging Face, the most common model library, which has a huge catalog of open source LLMs or brains where we can also pick from it. And apart from just building the AI agents, we are also going to use the Azure DevOps to ship our AI agents into production. So now let's have a quick recap. What you now know is an agent isn't just a magic. It's an LLM plus tools plus memory and a loop. It repeats the loop of plan, action, observation, and it repeats until the job is done. So tools are what let it actually do things, not just describe them. LangGraph is controls the loop and LangChain supplies the parts. Azure AI Foundry plus DevOps take it from your laptop to the production. So, if you have liked this video, please like and subscribe and tell us in the comment which framework should we cover first. And in the next video, I am going to build our first agent with LangChain and Groq live from scratch in just 15 minutes. So, thank you very much for your time and tell us in the comments how was the first session. Thank you very much.